To get your message out to over 2 million homes, call Positive Promotions at 302-292-3994 or log on to our website at PosProTV.com.
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Welcome back here. Let me do this. I've always wanted to do this. In this corner, weighing in at 140 pounds, Michael No Joke Stewart.
Timmy, right now they say that same thing, but weighing in at 140 pounds from the neck up.
Yeah. But you're coming in at about 142 because you stopped at, as you always do when you come down here, you stop at my table in there, grab some of that good Mexican food that we have from El Tapatio, supplies us with that.
Yep.
But you're just coming off your another loss, you know, and I hate to say it because you really didn't lose. I mean, when you look at the fight, when you leave it up to those judges, it could go either way. Split decision, lost it by 1 point, Michael.
41 wins, 6 losses, 2 draws. 3 of those losses were split decisions where they could have went either way.
Right.
I thought this one should have went my way, but listen, I'm not going to cry over it. I got 49 pro fights. I'm 29 years old. I still got a lot of gas left in the tank.
Well, most fighters are coming into their prime at your age right now. I mean, that's when most of them come and really start taking it. 25 to 29 is when they really start playing it up, and you're just now reaching that. The scar, though, I'm looking because you came. The guy said you stopped by a couple of weeks ago, and then they said it looks a lot better than what it does, and it still kind of looks nasty. Good butt this time. I mean, he flat hit you.
Man, they had to glue my stuff all back together here. That was, that was upsetting because I know that I've been cut many, many times, and I know it's always a chance of that getting cut back open. But I'm not going to cry about it. Listen, if I bleed in a fight, that's the nature of the beast. I'm not going to go over and cry about it.
You nearly bled to death in that one because he couldn't.
2 fights.
Well, your trainer couldn't stop it. I mean, it was a big enough gash, but and it's right above the eye. I guess that had to interfere with what you were doing the entire fight there. 5th round on, I guess.
Blood kept getting in my eye, and I really couldn't see out of the right eye. But if I'm going to get beat, I want to get killed.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always been. 49 professional fights, I never quit. And, I've been in some tough fights. And,
well, now, one of your sponsors, guys that support you quite a bit from Synergy, is in the house right here. And he said it was a war. I mean, he said it was war. What's your buddy's name?
Bryson Burns, my main man from Synergy Direct Mortgage. Him and Jeff Scioli, they support me like you wouldn't believe. Dryson was their front row. Matter of fact, they had to haul him out of there in handcuffs because he was disputing the decision.
He wanted the judges then. But that's what you bring when you go to fight, especially when you fight within our area here, within driving distance. You bring a crowd with you. I mean, you bring 400 to 500 people everywhere you fight. I mean, if it's Atlantic City, Dover sells out every time. You can't get a seat down there. I mean, you've got quite a support here.
Well, we brought 1,100 people this fight.
Holy cow!
We couldn't sell any more tickets because it only can hold so much. Now, I mean, I can always sell out. You said 400 or 500. That was 6 years ago.
Yeah, you're doing better than that.
You built me up since then.
You've been on national TV, because you did the deal with the what was the name of the
Contender.
show? Contender. We were on that last year, and things are slowing down in your life. I mean, because you've got some things working. Boxing's always a big major part of it. You're getting ready for whatever the next fight's going to be. Any idea? Because you can't get in the ring for a while with that.
No, I'm out for 90 days at least, 1% a day to Sing Hill. So, I got a lot of stuff going on. I got a fight that's lined up in July down at the Harrington Raceways, but I meet with ABC Monday. The 30th of this month on another show. They want me and another guy to be just 2 guys instead of, that's going to be something big. But I got to see if I want to do it. I don't really want to give away weight because the guy's a little bit bigger than me, and I've been fighting the same weight my whole career, 142.
Right.
A lot of guys move up in weight, but listen, I don't have to move up in weight. I can keep my weight down.
Well, that's tough to do for some guys. But you've been. I guess you started fighting. How old were you now, Michael, when you started?
Man, I can't remember.
But when you turned pro.
When I turned pro when I was 18.
Yeah,
and that was 11 years ago.
And you came in at 140.
142. I have fought a little above 42 a couple times, but not much. And I mean, I can make the weight still. I mean, I know a lot of guys, when they move up in weight, maybe they don't train as hard as they should. But, you know I can still make the weight, and that's what it's all about for me, Tim. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, because I always put on good fights for the television.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing you can count on when you come to a Michael Stewart fight, I'm probably going to bleed. But you know
that like that. It's like a wreck in NASCAR.
When they like that, I mean, especially when you got front row seats, you get to a little bit of splash. I remember I took my wife to the fights one night that I happened to be involved with the promotions of down in Texas, and she'd never been to the fights, so I got her right at ringside, put her right there, and a guy by the name of Boom Boom, I can't remember his last name, but it wasn't a big Boom Boom Mancini. But he was like Michael, just a brawler, and they got up to the ropes and was punching, and blood and sweat was flying. She decided she didn't like fights no more.
They should give you those things like a Gallagher.
Because I mean, when you get to battling, you get to battling. I mean,
well, you know what? They just called me to fight Julio Cesar Chavez at Madison Square Garden Jr. But I
was going to say, senior, that'd be a fact. I would love to see you and him going at it.
No, they want me to fight the son, but that's at 152 pounds, and their offer, the offer has to be at least 150,000 for me to even think about it. Because I'm not going to go up there and fight him for no less than that.
He got a head like his daddy, you're in trouble.
Oh, no, he can fight. I mean, tall kid. I mean, I wouldn't mind fighting him because I don't mind fighting anybody. I mean, I done fought the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I never ducked a fighter in my life. All the guys I always fought had a lot of knockouts. The guy I just fought, 21 wins, 19 knockouts. But that doesn't matter to me. I mean, but if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. I got 2 little girls coming up, and Synergy can only support me so much.
Well, I wanted to give you that chance because there's you get a lot of support from the state of Delaware here from different people. But Synergy, they do a fantastic job. You got some other people that really help you out quite a bit. Your last chance to plug a couple of those for today's show.
My uncle Benny Rizzo at Joseph Rizzo and Sons, Diamond State Masonry. He couldn't make it today. He got caught up down Dover, but Uncle Benny's been my biggest supporter. Then I got Synergy, I got McNally Mortgage, I got Dover Downs. Ed Suter always supports me. I mean, there's 1,000 people. I don't want to name just one person.
Delaware
built me.
Yeah,
you don't support me. You built me.
You are unreal, buddy. I want I tell people even after his fighting career is over with, what a great guy to have in our community. He doesn't get any better than this. Once again, put your hands together for Michael No Joke Stewart. Thanks, buddy.
To find out more about the Tim Qualls Show and other Positive Promotion productions, then log on to our website at www.posprotv.com.